you up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to the booth up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now. Right now, need crew love right now. Cause we two up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now. Hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for banners. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done dared every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Jets. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll maybe get it back back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Here's Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Hey, 734.
On 2nd down, here's Carr going underneath for Crowell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
29.
Carr now on 1st down. Got a man open, it's Wims. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down carry now for Crowell. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this is no good. Close, but no cigar, just wide right. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hey, check. 3 down.
On 2nd down, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On 1st down, Darnold. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
29. 29. Down. 180. Right down.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Get set. 280. Yeah, 98's down. 58, 98. Go Chief.
From the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Airing one out for Crowder. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now Oakland ready to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
6:37. Now, 280. Right now. Goes up.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man, complete. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The pitch to Crowell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, 7:34. Get down, get down. 280.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. From the gun now on third down. Carr, he's going to rifle one deep left, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hot! Hot!
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, it's Bell. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hot! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
A give to Bell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A first down throw, Darnold. His throw caught at the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Bell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll give it to him up the middle. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Lucky 56.
Here's Bell, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
3 down. Down. You ready? 93.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a shot for... Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
The give is to Bell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So we have reached half, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Shotgun now for Carr. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And some room to roam now. A very solid gain of 27.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On first down, Carr. A screen complete to Crowell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now, Carr again. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
93. 93. 29. 29. 734.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Corral. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On play action, now Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And Brown's got it for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit! Detroit!
Darnold on 1st down. Airing one out for Crowder. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4th. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Lynch. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he's going to go down again. Darren Lee in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A play fake, and it's Darnold rolling to his right. And an alley to run. Big hold of the 30. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Bell. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Gone!
To throw on second down is Darnold. That's caught out left by Perriman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Here's a give to Bell running left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Now, you ready?
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Raiders on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
First throw now for the backup Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 58 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Here's Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, it's Bell. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, pushed their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw, it's Carr, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Down. You want it? Later, two.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. On play action, it's Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Javon Wims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to push your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Gone! Hey, check. 3 down. Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll go again with Bounds. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jets, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with